Welcome to another Star Trek Online video where I'll be talking about Q's Winter Wonderland or the Christmas event for 2020. It's part 1 video of the video because I've got multiple because I'm going to be covering some other stuff later on. So the Xmas Event 2020 is going to start on the December the 8th, 2020, and you'll be able to obtain a Tier 6 event ship. New event ships released in February, July and August and December. So that's the anniversary, the yearly anniversary, the summer and the Christmas. And this is the Christmas event. Like the summer event, there will be unique currencies that can be only obtained during the event. These currencies can be used to purchase exclusive items and gear. Unlike Riser, Q's Winter Wonderland is only available during this event. And why is it part 1? At the time of the recording, the event is not live, so my walkthrough must wait. Also, Cryptic has given information about the new ship. Whilst there is information, whilst there are questions about the new ship, we've got a lot of good information about the new ship, which have some idea of performance about it. The ship itself is the Fek'Inri carrier, which is a T6 update to an already existing T5U Fek'Inri battle carrier. So, which brings me up to the question about what the Fek'Inri battle carrier is. This is the Fek'Inri battle carrier. Now, this is one of the oldest ships released back over 10 years ago, back in the middle of season 2, in November 2010, and it was released as part. The fleet version came available in November 2013, with the actual ability to purchase it coming a few months later due to the way that the fleet system worked, and you had to unlock the ability to purchase the said ship. And then in October 2014, with Delta Rising, almost every Tier 5 ship got their own Tier 5U upgrade, and it really is where it's stood for the last 5 years. So while science and tactical heavy this is, it's just like some of the additions that science ships and carriers have picked up over the years due to the changes in systems. So such as the second deflector, which this does not have. So, big question is, how similar is this Fek'Inri to the Goktad? The actual thing is, whilst I was trying to find the information, YOLO did a comparison video, and here's a slide from his video, and you can see with last year's event ship and this year's event ship and the Fek'Inri battle carrier, and these were all based with the experimental upgrade, which is available in the T-Star and a few other places. But both the Fek'Inri and the Goktad are pretty much identical, barring the lieutenant seats being upgraded to a Lieutenant Commander Universal. And there was basically there's a universal console, which is not shown on this page, but the Fek'Inri battle carrier doesn't have a universal console, but the original ship does. But this does mean we can actually start building Fury. We can build a Fury build up around, and we can get a good idea of how it should perform using a somewhat inferior ship for a baseline. But there is some things we don't know. How good the trait of the console really is. How much will the additional command powers work, and how much would the engineering or science officer would work with the now universal slot? Well, really, the big question I think everyone's really asking is this really worth getting? I have a really big thing to say about this one. Yes, it is really worth getting, and it worth getting. Yes, really. If you're a new player, this is the first T6, and you were basically going to spend about most of December collecting it, but it's going to be spending about 10 minutes a day collecting it, and you're going to have it pretty much by Christmas. And it's really decent for a T, and it's not a bad ship. It's a decent, and it will come with a decent T6 ship Admiral card, which is very good for if you were new to play the game. You get a decent ability to get some other stuff later on. And for everyone, yeah, you get a T6. If you want to play a second character, you have a T6 character for every character in your account after this event. And the big but I've got to say, quick question is, some people might be asking, can I get it later? And that really depends. After the event over, the most likely place it will come out is going to be the Phoenix price pack. However, based on previous event ships, such as the free ships you can see here, you will need to obtain a very extremely hard to get epic gold token, which I really do have to stress. This is really rare. It's like a 1 in 250 odd chance to obtain one of those, and that really does mean a lot of dilithium or real world money if you really want to. And this does result in a one ship for one character as well, so you can't buy, unlike if you miss the event, if you do the event, you get it for every character. For this, you get it once per one character. But the big question is, but really, these event ships could be worth it, because there is a bit of history. Now, I've picked up three ships, event ships that are available almost all in the event Phoenix box, except for the Vision Corvette, which I should point out isn't in the event box, but has been available somewhere else since. But still, you have no idea if you're going to be able to get any of these ships again for almost 18 months. If got current count. Currently, the press trial, the Heavy Raider, as you've seen on the top left, has a very decent rate and is not a bad ship on its own. And what the Bajon Inceptor, which I have not put the image on here, is that contains the Domino console, which is a decent phaser build, and has a few other things as well, and very decent ship all around. The Vision Corvette with the Soliton experimental weapon, and that's a pretty decent ship. I could consider it best in class. And yes, almost anything, all those ships I've shown has something worth using and for quite some time, and for some time was considered best in class. It also turns out to be the cheapest and the most expensive ships to obtain for these stuff. I've heard privately from some top end players that they regretted not running the event when they had the chance, and some of them do regret it not be getting in time, getting it out of the game before they get a chance. So, anyway, here's really all I can say about this event without actually being there or getting or talking about the ship in question. So, the upcoming schedule. This week will be recovering the Q's Winter Wonderland, and after that I'll be taking more clicking characters out and showing you what the sort of budget level build with I can get to. And then we'll be thinking about the Preserver Resonant Technology set. Oh yeah, that's been well. I've been Max Writer, and you might want to consider visiting Come YOLO. And because he does do a lot of the slides like this, and his information is pretty decent as well. See you guys then next time.